G'day. How you going, buddy?
Good in yourself, mate?
Good. I was going to do the fall intro, but I was like, mix it up a bit tonight, eh? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a casual kind of night, I reckon.
It. Nice cold night. Everything's slowing down, so...
Yeah. Yeah, it's been very quiet, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
My crickets are dying faster than I can feed them.
Well, at least we can have a bit of fun, a bit of an impromptu type live stream. You know, if people join us, they join us. If they don't, they don't. But
that's right. We had the week off last week. Bit of a
breather.
Ourselves. Yeah, the NPR boys are herping, so they said, we can't get one out this week. Oh, I know. Yeah. Cleaning up. Absolutely clean up. It makes me want to get out there. I'm just like, far out.
Yeah, not much around at the moment, I dare say.
Nothing. I've seen a few people going out doing a little bit of flipping on some tin sheets, finding a couple of bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I suppose it just depends on how keen you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going down the snow this weekend, so I'm not going to do much up and down there. Yeah, just for a night. Just going to take the kids down.
Yep.
So it was like a last minute thing. We're like, yesterday, we're like, let's see if we can get a motel room. So we're going to go down Sunday, stay Sunday night, come back Monday.
Oh, that'll be cool. Even just go for a bit of a play around. Have the kids seen snow yet?
No, not at all. I haven't seen it. I've seen a little bit of it, but last time I went to the snow, I was in year 6.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a while ago.
So, yeah. No, I'm just keen to get them down, have a bit of fun.
Yeah, why not?
You know, so, yeah.
Oh, that'll be good.
What you been up to, mate?
Building baby furniture.
Yeah, how's that going? Not long now.
Nah, so Dan had a scan today. And they said everything's looking really good. So they're probably going to push it to 38 weeks. Hey, Cam, how you doing?
Cam?
Yeah, so 38 weeks should be the hopeful target. So that means about 5-ish weeks. But yeah. Hey, Ash.
Ash, how you going, buddy?
A few guys joining in.
I know. Jeez, mate, that'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. Yep. Pram arrived today.
Yep.
Got the nappy bag today.
Yep.
So yeah, in for a rude shock, I dare say.
But I got more stuff here if you want to come down and come up and go through it all.
Yeah, might have to come up for another visit anyway.
Help yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Do whatever you
crazy. Dan's doing a baby shower anyway, so.
Oh, nice.
Probably just see what happens at the end of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, mate. You could give an heaps of stuff then.
Yeah. That's all right. It gives me a day to play in here.
Yeah, that's right. Hide.
Yep.
I need more time in here. That's my problem. But, you know, here I am organising trips to the snow for.
I'm already planning my first trip to the desert next year.
Already? Jesus, mate.
Yeah. Take the little one with me.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. Thinking maybe just go out to Cobar or something like that and go see some red birds and spinning. Yeah, just something short. We got to see her grandparents once the kid arrives, so they're out in Round Orange and that, so kind of halfway there already.
Yeah.
Enjoy your peaceful sleeps, mate. It's about to end. Yeah. Yeah, they've been that peaceful of late anyway, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'll enjoy what I get.
Yeah. No, I was gonna maybe message Todd soon and maybe tee up a bloody leaf tail trip at the end of the year.
Do it, man.
So
pull the trigger.
I missed out. Yeah, I was watching your video again the other night on YouTube. I was like,
that's it, yeah.
Yeah, just maybe want to go. But what I might do is try and get some of the more northern ones.
Yeah, fair enough. Go up to
Queensland or something like that. So
yeah, sweet.
You're more than welcome to tag along if you can get away, mate, but we'll have to see how that goes.
As a day-by-day assessment. We'll see how that goes. But yes, if I can, I definitely will be.
Yeah, exactly.
See how it goes. G'day, Adam. Adam's from Alice in the desert. Very jealous. Must be getting cool out there. At least of a night time. I'll tell you what, it was bloody cold here the other night. We got 2.
Yeah, I got the same. It's freezing.
My stupid blue tongues are sleeping outside in the open.
Oh, really?
I've pulled them in. I put them in a box inside now, just with a whole bunch of straw in there. I was like, no, you can just winter inside. If you're going to be that stupid out there, then I don't want you freezing to death. So, yeah, decided that was the better call. The Cunningham seems fine. He's doing what he usually does. So, but yeah, bloody blue tongues.
New pit. They just decided to mix it up a bit.
I'm wondering if it's just not getting enough sun during winter, because I wasn't in this place until August last year.
Yeah.
So I think if I was
winter period.
Yeah, and if I was to move the pit towards like the window, like the glass balcony window, then it would get more sun during the day.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of having that talk with the wife at the moment about, hey, maybe we should move it to this side. And she's kind of like, I reckon I like it where it is. So anyway, we'll keep assessing that. Maybe it's just a thing that I pull the lizards in for winter instead.
Some battles are just better left unchallenged, mate.
You cannot argue with a pregnant lady. I've learnt that. She was like,
especially now you're taking over the lounge room.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's trying to keep more room in that spare room to fit a child in. So yeah, no, that's filling up quick. The lounge room. I've already got a frog in there, the Boyd's Forest Dragons, the reef tank, and a couple of big tanks waiting for these little babies. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Mate, you won't know what to do with yourself.
Nah. I'm looking forward to it though. Hey.
Oh yeah, really I bet. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Like, yeah.
I think I need the change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like not like it's going to give me purpose or anything like that. Like I think I already had that, but at the same time, I think I'm ready for that next
step. Give you a different purpose.
Yeah, exactly. So
have to change the name of the podcast. The Proven Breeders Podcast. But no, I got my tickets the other day to the VHS.
The conference.
So pretty keen to go down to that. So you're a bit 50-50 at the moment, but
yeah, I dare say about where it's going to land, I'm probably going to pass.
Yes,
just because I think I'm going to be very sleepless, as Ash has put. Yeah, and I think it's probably just wise that I stay home for a couple of months at least.
Definitely. No, I'm keen for that one. I'll put the dinner tickets as well.
A whole bunch of good speakers going to that.
Oh yeah, I know. I can't wait. Yeah, every time I see something about it, someone added, and I'm like pretty excited.
Can you jog my memory about who's speaking there? I can't quite remember the flyer.
Bring it back up. I'll have a quick squiz and I'll bring it back up. But yeah, I'm so keen. I'm just keen to go down and see a bunch of people as well.
Yeah, it's always nice meeting people face to face.
Yeah.
My only thing is I've got to be careful about where I am because I've become very anxious in crowds of late. So
yeah,
I freaked out a bit at that last expo I went to.
Yep. Yeah, Scott's talking down there.
Oh, that'll be good.
Jake's talking down there.
Jake Manny?
Yep. So he'll probably be chatting about the Komodo dragons.
Yeah.
Who else?
That's so sick.
Yeah, I know. I want to go see that little baby setup. Anthony Stimson's having a chat as well.
Oh, wicked.
I'm just flicking through the VHS Facebook page at the moment. So
is Gavin speaking it? Or he went down recently or something?
Yeah, he went down recently. David Kirshner's talking as well.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Croc Dog.
To hear him talk. Yeah. The old Croc Dog.
Yeah. I tell you what, his monitor videos are amazing. His how to breed monitor videos.
Are they they're pretty old, those ones, from memory?
No, like he's worked on them really, really well. Yeah. Like he wasn't releasing them very often, but when he was releasing them, they were incredibly detailed.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about
it. I remember his big Lacey setup he used to have in his lounge room. I think it was his lounge room, maybe his dining room.
Yeah. Yeah, that was when he was living in an apartment.
Yes, yeah, in Sydney, yeah, because he used to work at Sydney Aquarium back then.
Yeah.
Or Sydney Wildlife, or both, actually. But Mike Swan might be talking, I think, Ash. I'm not too sure. I don't have the full list. I wish I did, because I could give the whole list a plug. But I don't. I'm just so keen to go down.
Yeah, take your beanie.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm thinking I was chatting with Tyson. We might go down for an extra night or two.
Yeah, we could
just have a wander around down there and meet up with a few people and stuff. So
yeah, nice. That'll be good.
Yeah, make it worth it, you know.
It'd be good if you could go and pop into a few good reptile collections or something like that down there and pick some brains or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Bring your thermals too. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I usually wear shorts all year round, so
bugger that. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm cold here. I feel the cold here way more than that extra 40 minutes towards the coast.
You're up on the hill there too a bit though, so
yeah, highest point in Sydney. So definitely feeling fresh. That's for sure. Yeah. Tell you what was cool though. Last night or yesterday afternoon, watched 60 black cockatoos fly over into the next gully.
Wow.
Sat there and counted them as they slowly flew across. It's freaking incredible.
I love those black cockatoos.
Yeah, they're just phenomenal. Hey, they're like, honestly, like as soon as I hear them, like it's just happiness. It just reminds me of my childhood and stuff. Like it's
yeah. That's another thing I want to see when I go up north is the palm cockatoos.
Yes, I was just looking at a photo of one on Instagram.
Was that Shane?
Mark Green.
Mark Green. Oh, there you go. Actually, yeah, they posted one up too. I've been enjoying their videos lately.
Yeah, they've been good.
I was watching that
one on the
paddleboarding with the freshwater croggies.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
yeah, I was watching the one with the fire snakes today. I think it only came out today. Yeah, very unusual. Hey,
I haven't watched that one, but I saw the video you put up on. It must have been Instagram, I think.
Yeah. Next guest on the podcast. We've had a couple that have been lined up, and I've been trying to get a hold of a few people, but it's just not been working out, unfortunately, just for the moment. But we're getting there. I think we've got a couple that we need to reschedule, don't we?
Yeah, and arrange dates and times with a few other people that have going to come on.
I think I've spoken to a few people that wanted to come on later in the year, just because they want to get a few things kind of done. So yeah, we're trying. We are trying.
A bit of a lull time. Not much is happening with people's collections and this and that. So
yeah, I think when people are in the peak of it, they're keen to talk about it. Whereas I think when it's kind of winter, everyone's just kind of like, it's break time. We're chill it out a bit.
No, we've definitely got some lined up. We've just got to tee up the dates. So
yeah,
we've definitely got a good one coming up soon, though.
I'm really keen for that one. When that comes through, I'm very, very keen to pick their brain.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Better than listen to us two waffle on.
The funny part is we do this regardless.
Yeah, I know. We've before, like, I was the podcast, yeah, sweet, and then we just end up chatting and then not even recording. I'm like, oh crap, it's 11 o'clock. Oh, we didn't even do a podcast.
Yeah,
we'll do it another time.
Wait for another one.
But it's great because I've been so busy. I haven't had a really chance to chat to anyone about. So it's kind of like my reptile therapy.
That's what it is, mate. It is therapy. Yeah. It's just like, we can
my missus hates me talking about it. The only thing she likes hearing is about frogs.
Yeah.
So we've got a resident Perrin's tree frog that lives in our spa now.
Did you turn the bubbles on for it?
Nah, I got him out just before I turned everything on. But he's an absolutely beautiful one too. Like the yellow on his thighs is like amazing. Like absolutely amazing. Yeah.
I think they're very underrated.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I kept them, but I think because they're in my yard, I was like, I have a thing. If there's something's like where I am, I just I'd rather see them there than in a tank in my house.
Well, you're saying the same as Philurus, weren't you?
Philurus, the Pteris, because like they live under my house. That's when I keep them. But I don't know. I've been thinking lately of maybe getting some, just to,
Well, is that the only one that you can actually have on license in New South Wales?
Yes,
Pteris.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Man, but it's so silly though. Yeah, it'd be cool to have more of those on the books.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of them are pretty restricted ranges and stuff like that. So there's probably people are concerned about that kind of thing. But I know.
I get it.
But yeah. But no, it would be cool. Definitely would be cool. There's heaps of I think it's Cordianulatus overseas. Cordianulatus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not really the best with Latin, but
Amnicola as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a heap of them overseas as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not even that good with English, so
start up with Latin.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. So yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting some Fluoris, but you know, there's a lot of dubious ones getting around.
Yes. Yep.
So,
yeah, that's the unfortunate part about leaf tails in general, is like in particular the Philorises.
Yeah, around Sydney.
Yeah.
You see them advertised all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And usually they're, regen tails, mites.
Yeah.
Stuck shit all over them. What sort of stuff.
Nah, because I had a bunch of people message me about how to get the mites off them, like from Sydney, and I think they've all come from the same area. But yeah, I mean, they don't really bother them. But
the mites you're talking about, not the poachers.
Yeah. They bother them for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I thought about just keeping some captive ones and trying to get babies out for people that want to keep them.
You know what? I think that's half the reason that Rick does it as well. Just to have good captive born runs that are out there, and if people want them, they're there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But no, I'm just as you can see, I have a bit of empty space behind me now, so waiting to fill that empty space up.
What's new? Oh, you took the top off that rack and you got rid of some frogs, didn't you?
Yeah. The parents and the red eyes.
Gone.
Yeah. Because they're in my backyard, and I was like, oh, I'd just rather see it. I'd just rather see them there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm got a few changes coming soon. Not changes, but
master plans coming into fruition soon. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that too. I can't wait to talk about it. I feel like I'm sworn to secrecy every time we do one of these podcasts, because you've always got something under wraps.
No, but it's been chatting with him for a while about getting this stuff done. So
I will.
It'll look good. Hopefully, I just can't wait to have everything finished, so I can just, because I kind of feel like everything's in a half state at the moment, like temporary, if that makes sense.
Oh, I 100% know what you mean. Like that's what I've felt for a long time, but I can see the end goal now. I've got those 3 tanks to go.
Yeah.
And then those 2 behind me with their backgrounds. Those 3 needed to be reprinted because there was a bit of a printer error on those, and because of the way that those photo backgrounds were coming out, they're kind of reversed, so you can't actually see the image on them. So it wasn't until I peeled the image off to actually put them onto the tank that I was like, there we go. That's what it looks like. But it looked like it had almost run out of ink or something on the printer, when you start getting lines through.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So, yeah, they've been sent back and waiting for that to be printed out. And I'm just waiting on the quote for these 2. But that'll be it for this room. And then it'll just be tweaking the little stuff. Do you know what I did do this week, though? I did finish off. Was it this week? No, last week. We didn't talk about it because we didn't do the podcast. I finished off those brow holders for the gum branches and stuff in these enclosures.
Yep.
So they've been in there for a little while, and I've added in some nice little gum branches and keep trying to catch the goannas actually using them, but they're all too sleepy at the moment to come out pretty much. So
yeah.
Oh no. They look wicked.
It's kind of a good time of year to do stuff. Everything's kind of sleeping a little bit. And
that's my plan, man. I'm going to get stuck into some termite nest boxes soon. So, before it warms back up, I want to try to have those done. I think that might be my little project for when Bubba arrives and I got a month off, when it actually is sleeping. And if I'm not sleeping, then I might try to use the time to build some nest boxes just before it gets too warm.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping to have some stuff here soon so I can knock some stuff up and get them finished and out of the way so everything can settle in.
Yeah, so, that's it.
Well, mainly 3, 4, 5. 5. But yeah, I'm just keen to sit back, be able to sit here, have a beer, because everyone goes to bed early in my house now. It's great, and especially because I'm working on the coast. I'm not going to bed till like 11 o'clock now.
We should do like little, we just jump on here and chat to each other while we feed geckos or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like a little powwow sesh sort of thing.
You could even do a little live stream. It doesn't even have to go to podcast. If people just want to listen to us talk crap, they can listen to us talk crap.
Yeah. While we're tinkering around.
Yeah. But
for people in the live stream, you'll be able to actually see my little blue nocturnal lights in full ball. I'll turn them on for you guys at home. Just have a look at.
Luke's disco room.
Yeah. It's all shiny. That's cool.
I just need more room to hang all my posters up. They're all sitting down at the moment. You got yours up behind you. That one from Tyson.
Yeah, that one's from Tyson.
Yeah.
I can never get this right. There. Yeah. And I think I'm actually going to run out of wall space soon. Hey, I've started filling it in pretty quick.
Well, you've seen my room.
You're not going to have any wall space for posters.
No.
You're going to have like the back of the door.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. And I could, I don't think they'd fit on there.
Oh dear. I'm sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong, but Rami, it was, I think, 14 Moritz leaf tails that we found in the end.
To my big fat zero.
I felt so bad. I was like, we saw the first couple and I was like, oh, I'm glad we found them, so at least I can send Jason a photo. And by the end of it, I'm like, he's going to freaking hate us.
You found some absolute crackers too. I didn't realize, like, you sent photos, but watching that video, some of them were pretty big too.
Big. Yeah, almost like as big as the cornutus that you've got up there.
Yeah.
Some of them are real big. Yeah. Good geckos.
Yeah. But man, stunning too. I love the red stripe, like the maroony red stripe they get down their back as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do enjoy that. Can you hear the mice in the background?
Is that what it was? I heard the clanking of your ice in your drink, and then I heard another noise.
Yeah.
I thought it might be the ghost in my room.
I haven't had that for a while. No. I haven't seen it for a while.
No. So
I cleaned out the mice today, and you know how I was saying less. So I was cleaning out the tank, and I have to use a fishnet because their turds are so small they go through like a normal sand sieve, like a reptile sand sieve.
Oh, really?
So I've started using a fishnet just to like really get it, thoroughly clean again. Anyway, as I was doing it, the mice were literally taking like dead babies that they've obviously dispatched and then pulling them out and giving them to me as if like, yeah, thanks for cleaning. Here you go. It was real weird, like real weird. But they brought out three babies that I don't know how they died. Like there was no sort of like obvious signs or something like that. But yeah, it was real weird. So yeah, I think there's only 2 or 3 babies left in there now. So it's weird, hey, like they keep me on my toes. I just don't understand a lot about them, and it's good. It's kind of refreshing to have this like real kind of just like offshoot of something to keep me entertained, but it's still like, in with the theme of being an Australian native animal.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
that's pretty
it was
cool.
Bizarre.
They do look pretty cool. I just wish we could keep more different mammals.
Yeah.
To be honest, but
yeah. Yeah, like guys in South Australia and stuff like that, they've got a pretty good range from what I can tell.
Definitely. Yeah. Luke thinks he's going to have spare time after Bob comes.
Yeah. I'm thinking positive, Chook. That's the way I'm going to think of it. So
time.
Yeah, we'll see.
It just dissipates when you have kids, mate.
Well, I'm hoping that whilst I've got a month off, I'm hoping that the first month the baby's sleeping a lot. So
hopefully, it's a good
hopefully.
one.
We'll see. The other night we were in bed and my wife's like trying to go to sleep and she's just kind of going, oh, bloody hell. And you can feel the thing like just having a bloody dance party in there. It's just like, not letting you sleep. I'm just going to punch you in the ribs all night. So, yeah.
You'd have names picked out like Gillen's, wouldn't you?
Well, I actually put it to Danny the other day. I was like, what do you reckon about the name Mulga? And she's like, get fucked.
About Varanus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, I was actually putting, funnily enough, like it's still reptile related. I was putting the name Romulus to it the other day.
Oh yeah.
I was watching a documentary with Romulus Whitaker on crocodiles.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I've always liked that name, but it's got a double meaning there. Not only is it a herper or a herpetologist, but it's also one of the original founding gods.
Yeah.
Of Rome. It's a god, isn't it? They were a god. Romulus and Remus.
I could be wrong there. Yeah. I'm not up to date on my gods, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
Some of the Nordic gods, yeah, but only because I like that type of thing. But
yeah, I'm a bit more into the Nordic gods myself.
Yeah.
I like all that mythology. I've got a few books kicking around here actually that are quite good reads.
Yeah. This is a few podcasts as well. Rocking the Teliqua Freaks jumper too.
Yeah, it's a good jumper.
It looks nice and warm. I've got the VHS t-shirt on, but it's too cold, so you can't see it.
Oh, the Peter Krause?
Yep. Peter Krause one. So that's pretty cool.
There you go. Brendan's just jumped on with a comment. He's just caught up with the episode with Steve Crawford today. So good to hear you guys chatting together. Two of my all-time favourite podcasts together. Keep up the good work, fellas. Thank you, Brendan. That was a good episode. Yeah. I quite enjoyed that one.
I barely spoke. Oh, actually, I've got a new internet provider. If you can't tell that my internet hasn't glitched.
There you go. Yeah. No, it's been pretty good. Well, there's been like a few little mishaps with the video, but the audio's been really good. So, yeah, that's good.
Maybe it's your side this time. Mine's been running like a dream.
Oh, there we go. Maybe. Very well could be.
Yeah, no, I changed it on the weekend, so.
Happy days.
Spur of the moment. Yeah, it sure was, Darren.
Yeah, we weren't going to do a live. We were just going to waffle on with us two, but we decided we'd get a few people involved and see if anybody wants to throw some questions or have a yarn our way. So, see how we go.
Tell you what, I've been drooling over some of the green tree pythons kicking around lately, hey?
Tyson sent me a photo of a green tree python that wasn't green today.
Oh, the blue one? I think that's from America, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it might be hormonal blue.
That would have been my guess with it.
Yeah.
But even still, it's like a proper blue. Quite often a hormonal blue, you see them go kind of like that light, kind of washed out blue.
Yeah, this thing's like blue. I will share screen and pop it up.
Yeah, it's like a proper deep. Here we go. Yeah,
it's like
that thing's insane.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they've played with the colors as well, because it looks like you can see it in another post there.
Yeah, that thing's insane. Like that white actually looks white.
Yeah,
which quite often if you're playing with colors, that's the thing that gets mucked
up.
And
so does the other green in that. Like you've got to be pretty. You can still see a bit of green on the snout as well.
Yeah,
like a faint bit of, but. Yeah, it's an absolute cracker.
Yeah, good looking snake.
Yeah, I love green tree pythons.
Me too. I got one having a bit of a rough shed.
Yeah.
One of the hatchies.
You still got 4. It's a 4 you've got, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit kind of hesitant to put them into the big tank just yet, just with the kind of drier weather and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just running your air conditioner as well?
No, I'm not. But at the same time, like it's just, I don't want to rush these tanks. I'd rather kind of do them nicely, set them up proper, deep soil and stuff so they can retain humidity in that a bit better in them. And then I'll put them into there just so at least they're getting that sort of ambient humidity from below.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm just about to start a nice little display.
Oh, yeah?
Tank. Yeah. That tank I got for you. It's 45.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sweet.
So
what are you going to pop into that?
Nothing at the moment. It's just going to be a nice little terrarium.
Plants?
plants. I've got some nice plants that came the other day. So
yeah,
I've got some more. Basically, it's going to be all native stuff.
Yeah, wicked.
Play around with it and see how it all goes and all that kind of stuff. So
that's cool. It's like it's like in your wheelhouse, but at the same time, you're not worrying about an animal in there.
No, I think because some of the plants I've got to go in there, I don't think some animals you could use with it. But what I want to do with it, you couldn't put that animal in it. But if you put frogs in it, they'll just trash everything in there.
Yeah,
like they're real delicate, small plants, kind of thing. So
yeah. How cool is this comment from Daz? He's getting very excited for this season. He's introducing his Owen Pellies in a couple of weeks. The male is pacing every night. It's so good when you see those males pacing because you know that they're super keen to breed, and probably you're hoping that the female's throwing out some of those good pheromones or something like that too. That's awesome. I'm incredibly jealous.
Hopefully he does well. Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I'll cross on everything for you, Daz.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah. I'm sure everyone is. Needs to be more of them around, that's for sure.
Well, that's one of those things, right? Once they get into decent numbers, then you can put the argument to the governments and stuff of different states and stuff to try to potentially look at getting things on the books. So.
Exactly. Because I think this is probably maybe the second season, give or take, that people have kind of got ones that are old enough. Obviously.
Yeah. I'd say second. Yeah. I could be wrong, but
I'm not too sure.
It seems like at least publicly it might only be the second season or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'm keen to see. I think I'm in the Facebook group. I don't really try to use Facebook too much. The only reason I use it for groups. But every time I go on there, I seem to buy reptile books. So I'm trying to stay away.
So Darren said that the female's hiding all the time, which is weird. Gavin said that he has started to see that following behaviour out in his aviaries. There you go.
Oh, hopefully it's a good sign. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's really exciting, though.
I'd love to see one of them in the flesh.
They're not half bad.
Yeah. I'd love to see one in the flesh. Even if it was captive, but it would be awesome to see one in the wild. But
they're a good snake. Like they're very mesmerizing.
Yeah.
They're just so different.
So slender and long.
Yeah.
And different, like.
Just different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've tried to get Gavin on, Darren, but he wasn't interested. So, that's okay. He said he'd already done his one podcast with Josh, and that was enough. So
that's a good one, actually. If anyone,
it is actually a great podcast with Josh Verstacker and Gavin Bedford. I've listened to it a couple of times now. Josh does some good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing some really good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his head screwed on pretty tight, that guy.
Yeah, not like me.
Yeah, speaking of pacing, my male green tree python's been pacing like mad.
Yeah, right.
The female above, but
you're giving it a season off this year, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
She looks pretty good. She looks really good.
She's got the weight back there to do it again, but I just.
Would you do maternal though this time?
If I did it, which I still would, I wouldn't do maternal just because I'd like to get the weight back on her sooner. But at the same time, I don't know if it's the right move.
No, I don't think it would be, but I've just given it a year off.
Well, I'd rather have her for another 10, 15 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So by giving her a year off, it's like I'm going to have my hands full as it is with the baby. So
yeah, that's right.
So one or a few less babies to worry about. It's not going to be the end of the world.
And they all fed first go this time. You might have a struggle.
I could have a shit run, especially if I was to do, artificial incubation.
Yeah.
So I'd rather give it a year, her do it again next year, and then do MI again, and then hopefully I have the same luck. So
yeah, that's one thing I'd love to do, maternal incubation.
Freaking incredible, hey! Like, yeah, I definitely rate it. Like, I'm going to do my children's pythons again this year, but I'll probably do them MI just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But their babies are usually good, even if they're artificially incubated. They usually come
out. What have you got now?
Straight away.
You got left. You got your greens, which are a pair. Your roughies.
I've got 7 snakes, I think. So I've got my greens, my roughies, my children's pythons, my Stimson's python, just like the first snake that I got.
Yeah.
And then I've got the 4 little baby greens.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so wait, no, that's more. How many is that? 4, 6, 8,
12
9.
or something.
9, 11. Fuck, I don't know. There's a few.
I can't remember what you said.
I'm going to say 11. It's 11. I think it's 11. There's 7 snakes in the other room. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. Otherwise, everything's all gone. I've been cleaning out the wardrobe and stuff in that room, getting ready for all the nappies and stuff I've got to store. Cramming everything into here.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
Yeah, mate. It'll go like that. And you'll be like, I need this room now.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, can I take over the bedroom?
That's the thing, is when the kid does eventually go into that room, there's a good chance that there's going to be green tree pythons and rough scales in with us in the bedroom.
Oh, so pretty cool. Give you something to look at at night time.
Yeah, exactly. I can herp from my bed while I'm lying down. Just get the phone torch out. And
remind you of when you first started keeping. If the room was filled, and I remember that.
So when I first got really into keeping, I didn't have him in my bedroom at all. I had a separate bedroom for them all.
Oh, that's right. Because
Because I started
in my bedroom.
Yeah, I started when I had an apartment in the Northern Beaches, and I went straight into that, and a couple in the lounge room, I think, as well. I think I had my beardy or something in the lounge room.
Yeah,
and a couple of snakes. I think I had a couple of snakes in the lounge room as well.
I had everything in my bedroom. Had stuff hidden under my bed because I was only allowed a certain amount. I didn't want my mum to know I had more stuff. What's changed? Nothing.
I was going to say, now you just don't want your wife to know. That's the difference. It's not your mum's problem now. It's your wife's problem.
Yeah. She's probably listening. I know. What's he got? No, she comes in all the time.
Go down and have a good look.
Yeah, that's right.
You're going to have to start doing a stock take on Jason's reptiles.
Yeah, she will. What have you got now? But she wants some new frogs, so she's getting some new frogs. So
that's exciting.
Yeah. But daughter's still obsessed with the turtles every day. Got to bring her down to see the turtles. And they're kind of bunkering down a bit now, so you don't see them as much now. So she gets the shits. When you come down, she can't see them.
Need to get a fishnet, big pond scoop.
That's what I'm going to get. Just pull one out and just hold it. Because my son's like, can I hold one? I'm like, I've got to get a net, mate. I can't. It's too deep. I would have to jump in there and go down and try and find them. Oh, it'd be freezing, yeah. But they're just kind of bunkering down now for the winter, I'm pretty sure. Same as everything in here, which is is good, but at the same time, I don't spend much time down here now.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? Like, I'm just trying to refine things in here now. But the other day, I caught a glimpse of my female tristis on my webcam.
Yeah.
And I think it was just from the camera image. Maybe it made her look worse than she is, but she was looking heaps skinny. And trying to get her out of that log in that enclosure is next to impossible, right? Like, that's not an easy feat. I think long term, I need to actually put some extra holes in that log on the backside or something, so I can kind of like agitate her from behind or something like that.
Yeah.
Scoot her out the top of it. I spent a good hour trying to like tongue feed her in the bottom of this log just to see if she'd come out. But yeah, she was smashing some adult woodies on me, so I was glad to see that at least. Yeah. But yeah.
But that's the thing, those cameras can give a bit of a distorted view too.
Yeah, and they can be a little bit washed out, so it throws a bit funny shadows and stuff like that over dark things. But like when I saw her, I was like, no, you're not that bad. Like you're lean, but you're not like skin and bones type thing. But,
I mean, the leaf tails are still eating, but not as enthusiastic as they used to be.
Same as the strophs. My Oedura seem to be losing interest probably the quickest. The strophs aren't too bad.
Yeah, I found the strophs were the same. They'd smash food all year round as long as they had some heat on them. But the leaf the corneritis is still going for it. The white Berber settled down a little bit, but
do you enjoy it? Like when you get that kind of seasonal break, do you enjoy kind of being able to just go, okay, I don't have to do so much now?
I do a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not providing them enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's natural, right? Like if they're cooling down and they're slowing down.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like every time, like I always feel the same. I'm not feeding them enough. Yeah. I'm not feeding them enough. But you're not going to have crickets running around the enclosure 24/7. And then they start eating the bloody
turn
animals.
south. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm almost down to like once a week.
Once a week. I'm still kind of like maybe twice a week. I'd say at the moment.
Yeah, like I still do twice, but I've reduced the amount I put in. So yeah, I don't feed as much as I used to, but because I find if I do, the crickets just stay in there for too long. I don't like leaving crickets in too long. So
no, I recently had to pull a bunch of bugs out of that Gillen's enclosure behind me just to make sure nobody was getting chomped on or anything like
that.
Yeah. It's I enjoy the feeling of when it slows down. Now
but
it's not like I enjoy it because I feel like I've got no reptiles. I hate that sort of side of things, but I enjoy it because then I feel like I can catch up on other things that I wanted to achieve with them.
Yeah.
So, I don't feel so guilty about like spending hours just like cleaning cages and putting backgrounds on and, that sort of gear. And I feel like I can kind of get on top of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But that'll probably all go out the window soon anyway.
Yeah, I haven't really had that much, time recently, but I find with kids it just takes up that little bit more time.
No doubt.
You bring them down here and they love helping, but with
at least mine won't be able to move so quickly soon.
No, it's not that. It's just with a 3-year-old, it's got to be done their way. If it's not their way, you can't show them any other way to do it. It's got to be done the way they want it done. So, and if he's got that one cricket he wants to pick up with the tongs, that's the one cricket he's going to pick up with the tongs.
Oh no!
It takes 20 minutes. That's how long it takes to get that one cricket, and I can't put any more crickets in until he gets that one.
Bloody hell!
Yeah,
toddlers, right?
Yeah. 3 ages.
3 ages. Yeah, I know what you mean. My nephew's the same sort of age, and yeah, it's his way or the highway a lot of the time.
But I can't even put his clothes on now. He's got to do it himself. Yeah, he's got to do it himself. I can't take his clothes off to put him in the bath. He's got to do it himself. Even if it takes him 20 minutes to get his jumper over his head. Even if he hasn't undone the button and his head's stuck and he can't get his head out. He'll fight for 20 minutes to get his head out of his jumper. And if you do it, there's a tantrum and then you got to put it back on him so he can take it off. It's not every night. It's just some nights when he's having a...
You're making fatherhood sound excellent.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But at the same time, sometimes, like, if you're in a rush to get out of the house, that's when he'll be like, no, I've got to do this. And then you're like, mate, we've got to go. And he still hasn't got his socks on yet. But yeah, it's pretty fun when they're down here trying to give you a hand and it's like that. Sometimes it's not too bad.
Yeah. Well, just to bring it back to reptiles, this is actually a really good point that Darren brought back up. I don't know if you actually listened to this episode of Reptile Fight Club, but is it more, Darren said it, is it more successful to reproduce every year and die at 10 years old, or every second year and have bigger clutches and live to 20 years old? I'd definitely go to the latter personally.
Yeah, but is it all about producing animals though?
No, it shouldn't be.
I feel like I don't keep just to produce. I keep because I like the animals at the same time. So, and I think producing animals is a bonus of it.
That's like, I don't know about how you were when you first got into it. Maybe you were different from me, but when I first got into it, I was like, yes, I'm going to keep all this stuff. I'm going to breed all this stuff. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I thought because I kind of like idolized a lot of breeders and that, I was like, that's what you got to be. That's the pinnacle, And after a while, I kind of realized that I don't actually like that. I think I like keeping the animals. And if I get a couple of clutches a season of whatever just happens to go, awesome. That's kind of maybe you pay for an electricity bill or some bugs or some rodents or something like that. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I kind of feel I was the same when I first got into it. It's like you're watching like Brian Barczyk and stuff back in the day on Snake Bites TV, and he's got racks everywhere and he's just pumping out ball pythons.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of realise. But I mean, everyone's in it for a different thing. Some people love the breeding and the morphs and chasing all the different morphs. Like everyone's in it for a different reason, and it's you can't knock on someone else for the thing they want to do. But
no,
I guess it's the same if you're working with something like the OPs, for instance, too. You know, like are you better off getting more out there a bit quicker than slower, so more people can keep them and possibly get them on their license as well. Same with some of the more obscure species and stuff as well. If you can get them out there, more people can keep them, and then the more people that have them, you can kind of wind back the breeding. You don't have to breed every year; you could breed every second year because there's more people working with them, and that way the market's not going to get absolutely flooded and people lose interest in them and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, it's almost like an insurance policy to know that there's some out there to kind of go, okay, yeah, they're secure. But at the same time, do you have to do that? Or if you're breeding steady numbers yourself and you're building up an own colony or whatever, like take, for example, my gill and I, like I'm not producing high numbers every year, but I'm having some success with them and I'm doing little bits here and there with them. You know, just depends on what you want to do, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that is true. But it's probably a bit different with snakes than it is with geckos and stuff, though.
True.
Like I had Strophs. You'd pull the male. You get your first clutch of eggs. You'd pull the male, and she would pump eggs, still fertile eggs, until the end of the season.
Yeah.
And the male wasn't even with her. Like it's just what she wanted to do every year.
Yeah. It's funny how that's the difference between geckos too, right? Like you're talking a lot of sperm retention.
That's right. And they only have like 2 eggs.
Yeah.
Sometimes 1, sometimes 2. But yeah, so I think it's different animals. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see studies on longevity. Like it's different if you're pumping them full of food, raising them up in a year, breeding them in a year, compared to raising them normally and they still breed every year.
Yeah.
And the conditions are different than the wild as well. That's the other thing you got to take into consideration. They're not eating whenever they get a chance. Some of these animals are getting fed weekly.
Yeah.
As a maintenance food, but it's kind of, they're still obese at the end of the day. So are you doing more damage by feeding them weekly than breeding them every year? And same with your lizards. Like they're getting bugs every couple of days. They're not going to come across 10 crickets every 3 days in the wild. They might come across a huge locust and then not eat for a week or 2. They might find something else. Might find a couple of little things here and there. Like
like the amount of obese goannas that I see.
Like, yeah, exactly.
They're one that I think suffers a lot. Blueies as well. You see lots of big chunky blueies. Yeah, beardies. Yep. It's not uncommon.
So that's kind of, you're probably almost doing more damage feeding them too much than... Like you hear of animals that have bred every year and they're still going at 20 years of age.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah. Yep. I like what Josh said. He said that comes down to the why of breeding, I'd suggest, and what and why your motivation is to produce and breed said animals. So, yeah, it's one of those interesting things, like I kind of think I fell into that trap where I was just so excited to breed all these different colored pythons and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden I realized it was the first expo I ever showed at. I had, maybe 40 pythons for sale.
Yeah.
And I noticed that every single table had the exact same things. And I didn't sell anything. Or, I sold very few. And I was like, there's already enough of this stuff out here. I don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
I'll let all these other guys run their race and that's cool. But at the same token, maybe I'll find something that's a little bit more niche. Maybe it'll be up my alley. And, if I produce something that's uncommon or less common, then at least that keeps that other person that's into that interested and it keeps the things in the hobby.
Yeah. And that's the same thing too. It's like your first time breeder. you know, it's kind of the whys. You just want to do it at the same time as well, you know.
Want the
like
experience.
That excitement. Yeah, that's right, the excitement. And you hear all these people that got this experience, and people say, no, you shouldn't breed that because there's so many of this and that. But at the same time, who's to say that they're going to get 30 eggs and all 30 babies are going to come out and all of them going to eat straight away?
And
this and that. They might only get a small clutch and might not move them on. They might hold back, you know, like it's all a learning curve at the end of the day as well.
Yeah. And we all progress, right? Like I just sent you that photo. I don't know if you're able to chuck that up, but I sent you a photo over on Instagram, you know, like this photo that Jason's going to pull up. This is my reptile room back in my apartment when I was in, this was like beginning, like this was like me trying to be like Brian Barczyk and have a good Tupperware collection. Although even he's kind of changing his tune a little bit these days. He's got the zoo and stuff going on.
Yeah. 2 seconds and I will bring it up.
Ryan, we've been streaming for 51 minutes now. Glad you could join in though. I like how I wrote Spur of the moment, because hopefully there's a few Spurs tickling some female snakes out there.
You even got the backwards hat. Look at that.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
No. Yeah, that looks like it was just taken on a crappy camera yesterday, mate. What are you talking about? That's your room now. It's the other room that no one sees.
Yeah, that's it. So, yep, back in the day where Systema ruled my walls.
Yeah.
Do you remember those tubs, those 30-litre Systema tubs you used to get from Big W?
Yes.
They were like
awesome hard to find now.
Oh, like impossible. But they were awesome for like knobtail geckos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with people still doing that though. Like, and then that comes down to your morph debate too. But I think morphs have their place. They bring people in, that kind of thing as well. Like,
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
but it's and you talk about the why, but at the same time, like, what's wrong with the why being you just love doing it? You have the passion for it. You know, that's not a bad why.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be about, you know, something that's unusual.
No. But yeah, I think
many motivators in this hobby, mate, and we're all entitled to our own motivators.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, everyone does things for different reasons, and at the end of the day, if you get enjoyment out of it, and it could be your step away from reality, you know, like everyone goes and works not necessarily 9 to 5, but you know, a 9 to 5. And they come home and, you know, they're waiting on clutches and they're cutting eggs or whatever they're doing. And they get that bit of excitement and it takes them away from, you know, that mundane wake up, go to work, come home, cook dinner, clean up, that, you know, it's passion.
That's it, mate. I mean, I got home and I was sand sieving the mice and in Legillen's enclosures and checking on lizards and cleaning shit out of geckos and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I do that, but probably not as much as I'd like to. But see, the biggest struggle I find now is getting colder is coming out to a room that's not attached to the house.
Well, maybe if you put long pants on and don't wear your shorts.
My legs are fine. It's just my head.
Maybe we need to get you one of the Australian Herpetoculture beanies from Teespring.
Yeah, maybe I should. But yeah. No, I mean, that's just a joke. But nah, you know, it's good coming down here now, doing that bit of extra thing with a bit more time I've got. Like, that passion's back again.
Well, I always feel like I'm reinvigorated come
tubs
spring.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Did you say you do have Systema tubs everywhere?
Not everywhere. I've got a few, but not many.
Are they the ones that Kim doesn't know about?
Oh, she knows. I think pretty sure she knows. She knows. She just turns a blind eye.
Well, she's not silly, mate.
No. She comes in here. She knows. She looks. She goes, oh, it looks different again. Oh, yeah, it does. But if you don't know, I've just moved the bookshelf. That's all.
Again.
Yeah, again. You keep moving the bookshelf and all these tanks get kind of nowhere. What's going on?
Does she know about all your big tanks that are coming in?
Probably not yet. Oh, I think I mentioned it, actually. I think I did.
She's going to come in there one day and it's going to be wall to wall with all these nice enclosures all done. And she's going to be like, oh, geez, it looks different now.
Yeah. But it'll be good because I can just do whatever I want.
True.
Darren, I find it hard to let baby OPs go. Yeah, I would too.
I'll be keeping a few if I'm successful. And let's face it, not that many people want a snake that grows that big, plus the restrictions on keeping. Yeah, 100%. That's one of those things that kind of almost works against the Oenpelli pythons is the size of them. Because, like, I'd love to keep them, but it's not feasible for me to keep them.
Yeah.
You know, just because of my space restrictions. Yeah, that's one of those things that I think animals like that will get harder to put on books in states that don't have them already on the license system and stuff versus like, you know, a different gecko species or a small Adachtria monitor or, you know, a different type of dragon or something like that. You know, might be a bit of a different story. But who knows? You know, I'd still like to see them on paper.
Yeah, that's true. Saving grace is they're placid.
I couldn't get over how placid that one was that we did find. It was just happy to cruise around us, couldn't care less about us.
Yeah.
You know, that was awesome.
And yeah, they're probably a little bit more placid than scrubbies. So it's one thing they've got going for them.
Yeah. Josh said the day that they can be kept in Victoria, it's happening. I've always said that my 6 by 4 meter shed would be split in half for OPs on one side and Murray Darlings on the other.
Perfect.
Oh, mate, just split it down the middle and do one male OP on one side and a female on the other.
Yeah.
After seeing that one in the wild, you need to do that. Jesus, that thing was a monster.
Yeah, I haven't seen one yet, so I can't comment on that.
I keep looking at it on my desktop, mate. I come in here, I turn the computer on, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Yeah. Good stuff. Well, what do you reckon, mate? You got anything else you want to touch on?
No, mate, I'm good. That's a nice little impromptu or spur of the moment, as some would say.
We almost weren't going to do one, but they were like, oh, no, we'll see if we do a bit of a live.
Yeah.
Get a few people involved. And guys, the guys that are listening, you know, if you ever want to throw questions our ways about topics that you want us to talk about or anything like that, like, feel free, you know.
Or people to have on or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Any suggestion's a good suggestion.
I mean, some people have messaged people and we've reached out, but once again, like, not everyone's keen to chat because they're, you know, they're not like public speaking or whatever and that kind of thing, which is all good. So
happens, right?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
That's it. Alrighty, with that being said, we'd like to say a massive thank you to Eric and Owen and the rest of the NPR crew for having us. If you'd like to contact them, it's best to find them at moreliapythonradio.com and email them at info@moreliapythonradio.com. Make sure to follow the NPR network on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. As far as contacting us on our social media platforms, you can email us at australianherpetoculture@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Make sure to check out our Teespring store for the podcast merch. The link is on the Facebook page. To see more of what Jason is doing, make sure to follow him on Facebook and Instagram at The Gecko Effect. For myself, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring under Beach of Scaly Beasts. I hope you're back next week for another episode of the Australian Herpetoculture podcast. Good night, everybody.
Good night.